Alright, this isn't really meant to be an instructional video or anything, so it's not going to be like a step-by-step, but I kind of wanted to just show you guys what I was thinking about on my 2019 YZ450F. I just put new plastics and graphics on it, and because of that I had to take off the lights that I had on here before that were mounted like this. So I'm going to be switching those out actually for a different style. Going to be switching them out for these. These are 2-inch, 18-watt little pod lights. And I'm pretty sure that those were also 2 inches, so it should still fit. The reason I'm switching is because I wanted a little bit more of a flood and a spotlight combo as opposed to just a spotlight. And that's why I went for those pod lights instead. And that way, when I'm riding around at the dunes at nighttime and stuff, I'll be able to see a lot better. And when I do ride on the street as well with my street tires, then it should be a little bit better, get a little bit better visibility. I also bought a few little blue light strips, little guys like this. They were like $9 on Amazon, and I figured I would just wire them right into this existing harness right here that I've got for my blinkers and everything. So the idea is I'm gonna just use that and wire them in, and I want to put them underneath the rear fender right here, and so it'll shine on the light. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So stay tuned and I'll keep on doing it. Alright, here's what I got so far. This is my old graphics and plastics. I already had the hole for it drilled in there, so I just decided to use this kind of as a mock plastic piece before I actually put it on to these new ones. But that's basically what it's going to look like, something like that. I think it should fit just fine in comparison to these other ones. They're really pretty much about the same size, so I think it should fit great and be a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna do the same thing I already had done here onto these new shrouds, and put it all together, see how it looks. Got the first one mounted up. You can see it is comparable in size to the circle ones, but there's a lot more LEDs on this than there were in the circle one. I haven't cut this off yet, but I'm going to cut it off and splice into the existing wire, so I don't got to go back and redo a bunch of wiring. But other than that, that's pretty much the finished product. As you can tell, it doesn't come close at all from hitting. But yeah, it should be pretty bright. We'll see how it goes. But it all just bolts right in. I bolted it right into the fender there. And they actually have this extra adjustment for the height, which I really like. But we'll see how it goes, see how sturdy it is. If it's a little too wobbly, then I'll just switch it up for something else. All right, here's the latest update. I hot glued and stuck these blue lights in on the front fender on both sides. Drilled a hole through the fender up top, and they come up here and go into my street to OHV wiring harness. I know it looks like crap. I'm in the process of cleaning it up, so by the time I'm done it should look better. And then back here I'm working on doing the same thing. This is all for the tail light, so I'm going to tap the blue ones into just the negative and the running light, which I think is white. I'm going to double check on that in a minute. But then I'm thinking I'm going to glue the other ones in right about here so that it just kind of shines on the rear wheel. But anyway, that's pretty much the idea. All right, got it pretty much all wrapped up. Now I just need to clean up some wires, like that one hanging there, wrap that one up, zip tie it. I soldered everything up. Gotta just tuck these all away and everything. But this is what it looks like. Lights up. Got the blue lights back here, hot glued and stuck to the fender. Also the brake light and blinker is back up in there. I have the running light for the brake light shut off so that it doesn't mess with the blue lights, but anyway, the idea is that it should still work for when I want to have it for the dunes. There's the rear brake, so still works just fine. And there's those pod lights up front. They're crazy bright, lots brighter than the old ones. And there's the other set of blue LEDs in there. So now I'm just gonna finish cleaning everything up. It should be good to go. All right, here's the finished product. As you can see, it's pretty dark in here. I left some lights on, but anyway, everything's all buttoned up. Those are those spotlights or floodlights, whatever, those little cubes. And there's a little bit of blue on that front wheel. There's those lights underneath there. The back looks pretty sweet. All covered in blue. There's those 2 rows of lights. And the brake light still works. I hid the brake light just before the blue lights. But it's all double-sided taped and hot glued in there. That's how I've normally done it in the past, and it doesn't come off. How this setup was before, it was on there for about a year without any problems. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Pretty sweet. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. But yeah, anyway, that's all.